Along with Bob Weisner, welcoming you to a place where probably no matter how small, how thin you are, you cannot get in and find yourself a seat. It is jammed to capacity as far as capacity will give it. The crowd is loud, they're boisterous. Nearly an hour and a half ago, the cheers battle started with the cheerleaders from Logan and Williamson getting into the action. And since that time, it has built up into a frenzy that without a doubt makes Logan and Williamson the #1 rivalry as far as basketball goes in the state of West Virginia. Well, Bob Weisner, I guess you and I could tell the fans any number of things, but they've heard them all. We could give them 100 reasons why Williamson will win. We could give them 100 reasons why Logan will win. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters at this point because it's the type of game where, as cliches go, everything is thrown out and we start fresh. Logan, of course, is glad that we are starting fresh because we have been playing super basketball, and if we had to go on the past laurels, then definitely you would have to give the upper hand to Williamson. But I don't think anyone at this point can get an upper hand.
I have to agree with that 100%. Logan comes into tonight's action with a record of 10-10. However, Williamson is not looking at a 10-10 mark. They are looking at a 6-game Logan winning streak. No question about that. In those 6 games, of course, the triple overtime thriller 10 days ago against the North Fork Blue Demons. Also victories over ranked ball clubs such as Parkersburg and Stonewall Jackson. We beat Stonewall and Beckley both on the road. This is not the same basketball club that Williamson faced early on this season, and I think Hatcher and the Wolfpack are going to find out early that Logan is a much improved ball club than what they were early on in the season. Right now, the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. For the Williamson Wolfpack, starting at a guard is Julius Hatcher, 5'10" senior. And of course, last year it was Hatcher who scored the winning basket. He is joined by co-captain, senior guard Curtis Towns. Towns stands 5'11". You can hear the crowd in the background. They were in a frenzy nearly 2 hours ago, and they have not let up, literally. At center is Bobby Fletcher, senior, standing 6'5". In the eyes of many, the key of the Williamson Ball Club. At center, rather a forward spot, is Mark Klein, the 6'7" super sophomore, and the other forward is senior Kenny Schwartz, a 3-year starter for the Williamson Wolfpack. Schwartz also standing 6'7". The crowd standing as one as the Wildcats about to be introduced. Very difficult to hear oneself think, let alone talk. And the Wildcats now about to be introduced. And here they all come. They come off the bench as one. No way the public address system can be heard in this roar. The Wildcat team flying off the bench as one. And of course the starting lineup consisting of 6'2" junior Kenny Ross, 5'10" junior Greg Nelms, 6'1" senior Keith Blackman, 6'3" junior Greg Fields, and 5'11" junior Chris Herbert. We are set to go. This is the game everyone has been waiting for. Williamson tonight wearing maroon with the white numerals and lettering. Logan tonight wearing gold, blue numerals and lettering trimmed in white. Your officials, Bill Neal out of the Parkersburg area, along with Eddie Elmore, 2 of the finest in West Virginia. Williamson to the right, Logan to the left. Ross will jump center against Bobby Fletcher, and we are set to begin. The Region 8 Section 2 Championship on the line. We're underway, tap control by Logan. Chris Herbert into the attack zone. He comes with a basketball on the right side. The pass goes to Greg Nelms. Out front to Herbert as Williamson drops back in a 2-1-2 zone. The shot by Ross is no good, but it's tapped in by Greg Fields. Greg Fields getting position, and Logan has the lead at 2-0. Williamson back on the attack. Fletcher from the left corner, jump shot no good. Fields rebounds, out to Nelms. Logan on a break. Right side pass to Ross, goes for the shot, no good, and a foul. The foul will go against Julius Hatcher of Williamson. His first, team foul number 1 in the ball game. Logan gets possession of the ball with a 2-0 lead. We have played 32 seconds of quarter number 1. There's the inbound pass to Nelms, underneath, jump shot off the glass, no good. Rebound comes out to Curtis Towns. Out comes Williamson, Mark Klein on the left side. Out front now to Hatcher as Logan drops back in his zone. Towns, left side, gets away from Herbert. Out front to Fletcher, now to Schwartz in the lane. Short jump shot by Schwartz is up and around and no good. And the rebound is cleared by Kenny Ross. And I believe they have called goaltending against Ross. Give the basket to Kenny Schwartz of Williamson. And that will tie the game at 2. Inbound pass to Ross, jump shot is no good. And the rebound comes out to Schwartz. We stand corrected, they called offensive goaltending against Williamson at the other end. As Klein takes it inside, but he steps out of bounds. The score is Logan 2, Williamson nothing. They called offensive goaltending on Williamson the last time down the floor. So the score remains 2-0 in favor of Logan. The Cats have the basketball. Herbert one-on-one against Curtis Towns in backcourt. It's stolen by Hatcher to the basket, up and no good. We've got a whistle before the shot, and the foul is on Chris Herbert of Logan.
Boy, is Curtis Towns ever quick. Not too many people slap the ball away from Chris Herbert. But Curtis Towns shows the experience and the quickness that has made him such a valuable basketball player.
Towns inbounds to Hatcher. Williamson has the basketball. Here they come. Lob pass on the near side to Klein. Looks underneath, it goes to Schwartz. Baseline, short jump shot is up and in. Kenny Schwartz has tied up the game at 2-2. Ross in backcourt being hounded by Mark Klein. Trapping at center court is Williamson. Ross over to Nelms, far side. In the corner it goes Herbert. Shot is blocked by Schwartz into the hands of Towns, out to Hatcher, one-on-one against Nelms. Hatcher to the basket, up and in. Hatcher puts Williamson up 4-2. That's the first lead change in the ballgame. Herbert and Ross in backcourt. Here is Ross, one-on-one against Klein. Ahead it goes to Herbert. Williamson now will drop back in that zone. Nelms, right side. To Herbert, top of the key, fires, angle shot right, it's good.
If he hits his first shot, he is dangerous the rest of the evening.
Herbert ties the game at 4. Here comes Williamson. Fletcher from the left side, no good. Rebound is put up and in by Klein. Mark Klein, the offensive rebound in the basket, 6-4 in favor of Williamson. Nelms in backcourt to Fields, now to Kenny Ross. Out to Chris Herbert against Towns, and they called a foul against Curtis Towns. First foul of the ball game against Towns. Team foul number 2. Logan will inbound on the far side in front of the scorer's table. Williamson back in a 2-1-2 zone. Here comes Logan right to left. Herbert, top of the key. Holds up on the dribble, goes to Nelms on the right. Back to Chris. Herbert taking a good look at the Williamson defense.
Notice Klein is in the middle of that 3-2, so they can't shoot from the top of the key without him in their face.
Fields, left side, jump shot from 15, no good. Rebound comes out to Schwartz of Williamson. To Curtis Towns. Towns into the attack zone for Williamson. Over to Hatcher, right side in the lane to Fletcher, knocked away. It's stolen by Greg Nelms. Nelms comes back for Logan, and he is fouled on the play by Hatcher. The foul on Hatcher at center court. His second, team foul number 3. Logan again will keep possession. Williamson leads it 6-4. We have played 3 minutes of quarter number 1. Ross, right corner, steps up from 15 feet. The shot no good off the rim. Towns rebounds, but it's taken back by Blackman. To Herbert, jumper, left side, no good off the rim. Klein rebounds for Williamson. And Klein will bring it back himself, 6'7" sophomore. Ahead to Towns on the right baseline, back to Klein. Holds up, goes to Hatcher. Logan in that familiar 2-3 defensive zone. Open man is Klein on the left side. He took steps. Traveling against Mark Klein, and that is the 4th Williamson turnover of the ball game. Score remains Williamson 6, Logan 4. 4.5 minutes left. Long pass down the floor. It's stolen by Fletcher of Williamson. 3rd Logan turnover. Towns for the Wolfpack to Klein. Over to Fletcher. Left side jumper from 12. No good. Rebound is fought for, and they've got a foul on Greg Fields of Logan. Going over the back. Number 1 on Greg. Team foul number 2. the Pack will get possession of the ball. A 2-point Williamson lead with 4:11 remaining in the first quarter. Fletcher underneath the basket, offensive end to Towns. Top of the key, Hatcher. Over to Fletcher, right side. Good pass underneath the Schwartz, off the glass and in. 8-4. The Pack with a 4-point lead. Logan has been cold the last few times down the floor. They'll try it again. Herbert and Nelms exchange passes. Herbert top of the key over to Ross. Baseline left against Fletcher. Puts it up, no good, and the rebound comes out to Schwartz. To Hatcher. Hatcher top of the key on the left side. Towns pulls up in the lane. Fletcher, hook shot good. Bobby Fletcher. And right now, Willie Akers wants the timeout with the score. Logan 10, or rather Williamson 10, Logan 4. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
Well, as you mentioned, Bob, before, the big point is Logan has been cold down the floor. The last 4 times down in the offensive lane, they have not been able to connect. In the meantime, Williamson now starting that very potent inside game. And once they get free inside, there's no such thing as a block shot because they're just too big across the front line, and so they have hit their past 2 in a row. I think you have seen a lot of turnovers so far in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game. It can be expected.
Williamson has put 6 unanswered points on the board to take this lead at 10-4 with 3:35 remaining in quarter number 1. That timeout charged to the Logan Wildcats.
Willie Akers calling the timeout as his ball club has really gone stale on offense while Williamson is starting to get free inside.
Williamson now coming away from head coach Alan Hatcher. Logan got on the board first on the tip in by Greg Fields, but Williamson has outscored the Wildcats 10-2 from that point on. Logan has the ball, here they come. The Wolfpack back in his zone. They'll come 3-2 now, 3 men across the front line. Here's Ross, comes to his left, to Chris Herbert. Herbert to Nelms, penetrates, right side off the glass, no good. Would not drop, and the rebound comes out to Fletcher. Williamson running back quickly. Towns takes it into the lane now. They go to the open man, Fletcher left side, deep in the corner, in the lane. Schwartz, turnaround jumper is good. 12-4 in favor of Williamson. And Schwartz has 6 points. Nelms to Ross. Back to Nelms in the lane. Over it goes to Blackman against Fletcher. Jump shot over him, no good. Blackman intimidated, and Klein comes back with it for Williamson. Mark Klein leaves it out front now for Hatcher.
Logan has fallen behind early, and I think they're starting to rush on offense.
Here's Towns underneath. They go to Klein off the glass. It's good. 14-4, and Williamson has opened up a 10-point lead. Here comes Nelms, high post Ross. Ball deflecting off the foot of Hatcher toward the near side, and they will award the basketball to Logan.
Williamson, traditionally a strong first quarter club. They're hitting 65% right now.
Nelms to Ross. Nelms, right corner, has it knocked away out of bounds, and the ball goes to Williamson. That is the 4th Logan turnover of the ball game. 2:18 remaining, quarter number 1. The Pack leading the Wildcats 14-4. Left to right comes Williamson. Curtis Towns with a basketball to Klein in the lane. Fletcher, jump shot by Fletcher is around the rim, no good. And Ross rebounds for Logan. Out to Nelms. Good move to get away from Hatcher. Slapped away by Towns, and they're going to call a foul. Reaching in against Curtis Towns, and that is his 2nd team foul, number 4. So Williamson now with 4 team fouls, and they are divided among Towns and Hatcher with 2 each. Logan with 2 fouls. Fields and Chris Herbert. Logan with the ball. Herbert to Fields to Herbert, top of the key. Chris is going to fire over everyone and hits. Herbert has 4 points, 14-6. Williamson the lead. Here comes Hatcher to Towns. Underneath the open man is Fletcher, knocked away and stolen by Greg Nelms. Credit defensive play to Ross. Fields left side, up to the basket, it's good. Greg Fields. 14-8 and Logan to within a half dozen with 1:29 remaining. in the first period. Here comes Hatcher, bounces on the near side in the corner to Towns underneath. They go to Klein off the glass. It's good. Klein has 6. And Williamson with a 16-8 lead. Nelms into the attack end for Logan. Herbert, Ross, left side, looking for his first basket, no good. Rebound, Schwartz of Williamson. A minute to play in the quarter. Here comes Curtis Towns in the lane. They go to Schwartz, jump shot, no good. A whistle, they're gonna call an offensive foul on Schwartz. On Schwartz, that is his first, team foul number 5. And Logan will step to the free throw line in a 1-on-1 situation.
Well, obviously, when Williamson gets the ball back, they're going to go for 1. Hatcher was trying to signal that over on the bench, but Schwartz decided to go ahead and take it to the inside since this club has had the hot hand thus far.
Ross will shoot 1+1.
I thought it was Fields that he crashed into.
Here's the shot by Ross, good. Ross on the board. 16-9, a 7-point Wolfpack lead. Second shot by Ross, airborne, it's in. 16-10, and now Williamson appears that they'll spread it out and go for 1 shot. Let's see if Logan will stay in his zone or whether they'll come out and chase them. Herbert and Nelms come out a little bit. Herbert keeping some distance between himself and Towns out front. Towns standing not more than a foot from the center court stripe. 28 seconds, clock turning. We're in the final moments of the first quarter. Williamson leads it by 6, 16-10. Logan now matched up man for man. Pass on the left side to Towns, 14 seconds. Now to Hatcher. 10 seconds and Williamson now will begin to move. Towns with 8 seconds. Looks into the corner, it goes to Fletcher, 5. Lets one go from the corner, it's no good. Klein rebounds, 1 second, up in the air, it's no good. And that's the end of the first quarter. With the scoreboard reading, Williamson 16, Logan 10. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
And the telecast for tonight's game has been made possible through the joint cooperation of Logan Cablevision and WVCC Channel 12 at Southern Community College. Speedy Bevins and Bob Weiser, and it's a pleasure to have you with us tonight. The first quarter has turned out to be everything that you would think it would be when these two ball clubs get together in a tournament match.
A 6-point lead for the Williamson Wolfpack. For the most part, Schwartz and Klein doing the damage. They each are in with 6 points. Fletcher and Hatcher with 2 points apiece. The scoring for Logan in quarter number 1, Ross has 2. Fields with 4, Chris Herbert with 4.
And here's the way the shooting stats went in the first quarter. Williamson 50% at 8 out of 16. Logan in the meantime, only 4 out of 14 for 28%. Rebounds, Williamson the big advantage, 13 to 5 and 4 offensive rebounds to only 1 offensive rebound for us. And our 1 offensive rebound was the basket by Fields.
Second quarter action set to begin. Logan not getting a basket from Ross in the first quarter. His only points coming from the free throw line late.
One other big key, nothing from Greg Nelms, and he's the one that has really given us the big lift these past 6 games.
Second quarter underway, tap controlled by Williamson. Towns, right side to Mark Klein, takes it underneath off the glass with a jump shot, and it's good. Klein now with 8. Pack leads at 18-10. Nelms into the offensive zone for Logan, to Chris Herbert. To Ross, top of the key, spins, he's going to shoot one, off the front of the rim, and it bounces through. Ross has 4, 18-12, Pack leads it by 6. There's Klein, over to Hatcher, to the near side to Curtis Towns. Logan in a 2-3 zone, Herbert and Nelms out front. Pass goes to Towns, now to Klein, right baseline, back to Towns. Now to Hatcher, to Fletcher, back to Hatcher. Lob pass near side to Towns. Over to Hatcher. Logan with good zone defense, keeping the Wolfpack away from the inside. There's the pass to Schwartz. On the right baseline, he's going to put it up, no good. Ross rebounds for Logan. Nelms in the middle to Herbert. Lead pass to Fields for the shot. No good, but he was fouled. They call it on Mark Klein, who took the pins from out from underneath Fields as he went to the basket. That's the first foul on Klein, team foul number 6 against Williamson, and Fields will step to the line.
And for Logan, it's very important that someone for Williamson pick up 3 fouls before this first half comes to a close.
Here's Fields. 2 shots, first one is in. Williamson 18, Logan 13. There's the second shot by Greg Fields. It's good. 18-14, and Logan now has closed the gap to just 4. At one time we trailed by 10. Klein over to Towns, left side, back to Klein. Against Herbert, takes the jump shot, it's good. Mark Klein, he has 10. 20-14.
Hard to believe he is only a sophomore. You can see why he's been given all the press.
There's Herbert to Fields, back to Chris, top of the key. Chris is going to let one go. It's good. Chris Herbert getting nothing but the bottom of the net. 20-16. Logan to within 4 again. Herbert has 6. This is Towns underneath the Schwartz off the glass with the shot good as they take it inside. 22-16 Williamson. Schwartz now with 8. Nelms to Ross, back out front to Gregg. In the lane, penetration move by Gregg off the glass, no good. It wouldn't drop, and the rebound Schwartz. Lead pass to Hatcher, catches up with it in the left corner. Takes it into the lane, puts it up off the glass, it's good. Hatcher with 4. 24-16, an 8-point Williamson lead. Nelms right side to Ross, top of the key. Lets one go, no good. Blackman offensive rebound in the lane, to the basket, up and in. First basket for Keith Blackman, 24-18 Williamson. There's Bobby Fletcher. There's open man Klein, right side from 18 feet, it's good. Klein now with 12. And Williamson now has hit 4 in a row, 26-18 in favor of the Pack. Nelms to Herbert, over to Gregg. Takes it to the baseline, takes it underneath. Cut off, out to Blackman, goes inside and he walks. Traveling against Blackman results in the 5th. Logan turnover of the night.
Fletcher has not been able to hit from that left side, and they've been laying off of him a little bit. But boy, you come across the key to where Klein has been, and my goodness, how do you cool him off?
Klein has the ball right side. Cross-court pass to Towns. Over to Klein. Against Fields, the ball knocked away by Herbert, out of bounds, and Klein was the last man to touch it. Logan will get it back on the 7th Williamson turnover. The score reads Williamson 26, Logan 18. We have 4:48 remaining in the first half. Nelms to Herbert, top of the key, back to Gregg in the right corner field. Back to Nelms, angle shot right, airborne, no good. Rebound Klein for Williamson, out it goes to Hatcher. Foot race to the basket, Hatcher puts it up and in. What body control by Julius Hatcher. Off balance and he laid it in, 28-18. The Pack again a 10-point lead. Nelms to Ross, pushed around, Ross will shoot, it's short. Blackman rebounds. We got a whistle and a foul against Schwartz. Number 2 on Schwartz. Team foul number 7 against Williamson. First substitute of the game, as Greg Hayner comes into the lineup for Logan. He'll replace Greg Nelms. Hayner, the 6'1 sophomore. Logan fans might recall that Williamson jumped out to a lead similar to this the first time we played them here, and it was Hayner who brought the ball club back in the 3rd quarter before Williamson broke it open again. Blackman at the line shooting 2, he gets the first one. 28-19. Keith will get another one. There's the shot, it's good. 28-20. Midway through the 2nd quarter, here comes Williamson again. Left to right they attack. Klein underneath, ball knocked away. Still loose on the floor, it rolls out towards center court, and it's retrieved by Hatcher, and he is fouled on the play by Chris Herbert. And Herbert comes up limping on the right leg. But they've called the foul on Chris, his second, team foul number 3 against Logan, and I think Herbert may come out of the lineup. He is out, Greg Nelms is back in. So the attention now focused on Chris Herbert. On the right side, appears to have hurt his right knee. Here's the lob pass underneath to Schwartz, puts it up off the glass, no good, and Blackman rebounds to Nelms. Nelms at the top of the key, over to Ross, dribbles once, comes up for the shot, double pump, short, no good, rebound, comes out to Schwartz. Here's Hatcher in the lane, all the way to the basket, it's good. Julius Hatcher. And Williamson has taken a 10-point lead again. Logan comes down the floor, and Akers wants the timeout with the score. Williamson 30, Logan 20. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
You look over at the Logan bench, and Chris Herbert, who had hit 3 long bombs, limping behind the bench on his, what appears to be his right ankle. Nelms has not had a strong night at all. And on offense, I tell you, we have really had nothing said whatsoever. Herbert is the only one who really seems to be composed at this point on offense, and he is out of the game at the moment.
You know, we were talking before the ball game how nice it would be if Chris Herbert would have a ball game tonight such as he had in the opener against Man back in the early part of January when he scored 31 points. And Chris has been shooting the ball well on this ball game tonight, but he hasn't been getting much support otherwise, particularly from Greg Nelms. Greg has carried the ball club along with Ross in the second half of the season, and thus far Ross and Nelms have been virtually ineffective here tonight.
So now we look to the sophomore Hayner and the junior Nelms to get us something going outside to allow the inside to loosen up a little bit. Defensively, I don't think Willie has been that upset with what has happened. It's offensively is where we have just really not followed the game plan.
Chris Herbert is situated just off to the side of the Logan bench, and it looks like they might take Chris off to the locker room. Here's Nelms, jump shot from the right side is in and out, it wouldn't go. Ross rebounds up and in. Ross has 6 points. 30-22, Williamson. Hatcher on the attack to Mark Klein. Over to Towns, left side, looks inside, will go to Fletcher in the left corner. There's the cross-court pass to Klein, steps up from 18 feet, in the air, in and out. Fields rebounds for the Logan Wildcats. Out to Nelms. Greg takes it inside, goes up for the shot off the glass, no good. Nelms goes for his own rebound, but it's taken away by Klein. Lead pass hits Hayner in the back, but it's retrieved by Schwartz to the basket, up and in. Schwartz with 10 points. 32-22, Williamson. Less than 3 minutes left in the first half. Nelms to Fields, right side, back to Nelms. There's the jump shot, good. First basket for Nelms.
That might be what he needs.
32-24. The pack leading by 8 with the ball. Here they come. Towns. Klein on the near side. In the lane, Fletcher. Out front now to Hatcher. To send it back on the near side to Towns. Over to Fletcher. Angle shot from the left is in the air. No good. And Nelms rebounds for Logan to Ross, who flies down the right side. Good move to get away from Hatcher. He shoots. It's good. Ross with 8. 32-26. Logan to within 6 again with 1:59 left in the half. And the Logan crowd begins to respond. And Williamson now will spread it out. Williamson will go to 4 corners now. They'll spread it out with 1:40 left in the half. Klein over to Towns on the left side. Logan is still in a zone. With the ball is Hatcher, over to Klein, now to Towns. Over to Hatcher now on the near side. Williamson nowhere near the basket. Operating out by the center court stripe as Klein takes it through the circle. Nelms gets a hand in front of Klein. Over to Klein with Hayner in front of him. Clock is still turning. We have exactly 1 minute left in the half. Williamson a 6-point lead. Towns over to Klein, back to Hatcher. Klein on the left side. Looks inside, will take it back out. Logan now has almost matched up, but they're still in a zone, but they're slowly coming out of it. Towns against Hayner with 38 seconds left. Williamson playing very deliberate basketball at this point. Taking it from the left side to the right through the lane was Klein, over to Towns. Now to Hatcher as the clock continues to turn, 20 seconds left. Towns against Hayner, over to Klein with 15. Klein gets his hands on it again with 10 seconds. Klein at the top of the key, 7 seconds, over to Towns in the lane. Towns is going to put it up. Now he goes underneath the Fletcher, misses the shot with 1 second left. Hayner's going to take a shot, but it's no good. Ball went in, but it does not count. The shot was taken well after the buzzer sounded to end the first half. So the Williamson Wolfpack dominating things for a while in the first half. However, the Wildcats able to come back in the latter moments. Logan trailed at 1 point by 10. They go into the locker room trailing the top-ranked and unbeaten Wolfpack by only 6 points. That's the end of the first half with the score. Williamson 32, Logan 26. This is Logan Wildcat basketball. Chris Herbert back in the Logan lineup and does not appear to be favoring the right leg at all. So hopefully Herbert back to 100% because we're going to need it here in the second half. Ross will jump center for Logan against Bobby Fletcher of Williamson. Logan now will move to the right, Williamson to the left. Logan in gold, Williamson in maroon. Your officials, Eddie Elmore and Bill Neal. Tap controlled by Logan. Here's Nelms, right side, takes it inside, goes up with the shot, no good. Rebound is tapped up by Fields, it won't go, and the rebound to Schwartz of Williamson. Julius Hatcher, just underway, third quarter. Klein in the right corner. Out front to Towns, back to Klein. On the baseline, blocked off, the ball knocked away. Schwartz comes off with it in the lane, takes the jump shot, good. Schwartz now with 12 points. And the pack goes up 34-26. Ross, right corner, underneath Fields, knocked away. Comes off to Blackman. Blackman spins off one man, and they call him for 3 seconds. 3-second violation against Logan's Keith Blackman. That's the 6th Wildcat turnover of the night. Williamson, an 8-point lead with the basketball. Here they come. Curtis Trowns, right-hand dribble. In the right corner to Klein. Lob pass underneath to Fletcher. He can't control it on the baseline, and he walked. That is the 8th Williamson turnover. Logan gets it back, trailing by 8, 34-26. We have played 51 seconds of quarter number 3. Some pressure put on in backcourt by Williamson. Nelms to Herbert, back to Nelms. Here comes Gray. Nelms pulls up at the top of the key. There's the bounce pass to Fields' right side. Back to Nelms on the baseline, takes the shot, partially blocked by Schwartz. Back with the ball comes Williamson. Hatcher to Towns, layup is good. And he's fouled by Keith Blackman from behind. That's the first foul on Blackman. Team foul number 1 this half. Give Towns his first basket of the night, and he'll go to the free throw line. 36-26 in favor of Williamson. And Towns will step to the line at the left. There's the free throw. First one of the night for Williamson, and Towns connects. 37-26, the pack now leading it by 11, their largest of the night. Nelms for Logan to Kenny Ross. Out to Herbert. Over to Ross, right side, gets away from Klein in the lane, shot is short. Ross gets it back, puts it up and in. Ross now with 10 points. 37-28. Now we have a delay. I think we've got something thrown on the floor from the stands. Right now, the officials, Bill Neal and Eddie Elmore, doing some house cleaning. 37-29, make it 37-28. A 9-point Williamson lead. The last basket by Ross obliterated what had been Williamson's largest lead of the night. Now we're set to begin. Logan back in his zone as Williamson comes with the basketball. Right to left. Towns to Hatcher in the left corner to Klein. Ross a few feet in front of him. Over to Hatcher, back to Klein. There's the pass underneath to Schwartz. Goes up for the shot, and he's fouled on the play by Greg Fields. On Greg, his second, team foul number 2 of this half against Logan. And Kenny Schwartz of Williamson will go to the line for a pair. Schwartz, a 6'7" senior from Chattaroy, West Virginia. At the line to the left, free throw rolls around and drops in. Packed by 10 at 38-28. Second shot for Schwartz is in the air. It arcs up, it's in. 39-28, Pack again by 11. Pressure put on in backcourt. Ross to Herbert against Hatcher. Herbert to Blackman. Good pass underneath. He's shut off. Now they go to Fields, out to Nelms. In the lane, they go to Ross, cutting through. Jump shot by Ross is good. Ross now with 12. 39-30 in favor of Williamson. Curtis Towns, senior guard for Williamson. To Mark Klein, takes it underneath, and he stepped out of bounds. Tried to straddle the baseline and stepped on it. And Klein turns it over. Logan gets it back, down by 9, a chance to cut it to 7. That's the 9th Williamson turnover. Nelms against some backcourt pressure, looks for help, goes to Chris Herbert. Good move to get away from Hatcher. Here's Ross in the lane. They go to Fields. He loses it out of bounds, but it was deflected by Mark Klein of Williamson. Logan at the offensive end will put it in play. They send it out deep to Nelms. Steps up, shoots, no good. Rebound, Herbert gets it back in the baseline. Jumper is in. Herbert with 8. 39-32. Williamson's lead now cut to 7.
And Chris does not miss.
5.5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Logan has cut the deficit to 7. And right now, Williamson will call its first timeout of the night with the score. Williamson 39, Logan 32. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
And we're glad to have you watching the ball game tonight on a telecast that has been made possible through the joint cooperation of Logan Cablevision and WBCC Channel 12 at Southern West Virginia Community College. The Wolfpack cheerleaders. Now the Wildcat cheerleaders come out. And now I want to tell you, you talk about a battle. This is the second of battles that has been waged here at the Field House tonight, starting at 6:30 tonight. I mean, the cheering sections, the cheerleaders from both schools, they really heave-hoved at each other, as it was really something. Everyone walking into the game thought, well, maybe there's some kind of preliminary contest. But no, the cheering sections were waging battle against each other. (39-32), the Cats trying to come back from an 11-point deficit. And it's been Chris Herbert who has been the man who has tried to bring them back.
Herbert has not missed from the floor. He's 4 for 4 with 8 points. That timeout called by Alan Hatcher of Williamson, the first stoppage assessed to the Wolfpack. Logan has called 2 timeouts. Logan with 3 left, Williamson has 4. 5:19 remaining in the third quarter. The Pack with a 7-point lead. There's Hatcher on the pass to Klein on the baseline. Cut off by Fields, out to Schwartz. He'll take the jumper from outside and hits. 41-32 in favor of Williamson. Left to right comes Logan. Nelms to Fields. Fields is going to take the jumper from the right side. No good. And the rebound cleared by Schwartz of Williamson. Out to Towns. Now to Hatcher. Hatcher met by Ross. Just across the center court stripe.
And if you noticed on offense last time down, Williamson just let Fields take it. They'll let him shoot that from the outside.
Line to Hatcher. There's the open avenue to the basket. He takes advantage and puts it in. He'll be called for the offensive foul. But the basket is good. Give Hatcher the 2 points. He has 10. 43-32, and Williamson's lead is back to 11. Here comes Logan. 4.5 minutes remaining, third quarter, down by 11. Nelms to Herbert in the lane. Ross cuts through. Jump shot from 10 is short. Rebound is tapped around. Going to get a whistle and a foul against Williamson going for the rebound. It'll go on Mark Klein. That is number 2 on Klein. The first foul of this half against Williamson. Non-shooting foul. Logan will retain possession underneath the basket to our right. Herbert to Fields. Dribbles out of the corner, comes out to Nelms. Over to Herbert, left side, back to Nelms. Into the lane. Nelms puts it up off the glass. It rolls around, no good. And Fletcher rebounds for the Wolfpack. Out to Hatcher. Hatcher at the top of the key. Guarded by Nelms and Herbert out front. There's the pass underneath to Schwartz. Takes it inside and puts it in. Kenny Schwartz is literally destroying Logan inside. Williamson now has hit 5 in a row, and the Pack has built a 13-point lead at 45-32. Ross to Herbert, left side. His jumper is no good. Rebound fought for. It goes out of bounds. It goes to Williamson. On the night, Kenny Schwartz now with 18 points. And on the inbound pass, stepping over the line, was Curtis Towns, and Logan will get it back now. There's the pass to Fields in the corner. Look for the shot and now holds up. To Nelms. Ross top of the key. Goes underneath to Blackman. He was by himself. And Blackman lays it in. The assist goes to Ross. 45-34. Williamson by 11. There's Klein to Hatcher. Over to Towns, left side. Towns takes it to the baseline, spins around Ross, and they're going to call Ross for blocking off. First foul of the night on Ross, team foul number 3. Non-shooting foul, Williamson will keep possession. Score remains 45-34 in favor of the Wolfpack. Fletcher puts it into Towns. He's in the left corner. Sends it out front to Hatcher, back to Towns, to Klein in the left corner. Lets one go. It's good. Mark Klein, his first basket of this half, makes it a 47-34 ball game. Herbert to Nelms. To Ross in the lane. Spins, shoots, good. Ross with 14. 47-36. Logan to within 11 again. Hatcher to Klein, back to Hatcher. Return pass Klein from 25 feet on the right side, no good. Offensive rebound to Schwartz, puts it up and no good. Rebound, fought for, out of bounds. And they've called a foul against Logan's Kenny Ross.
I don't think there's any question about it.
Fighting for the rebound, Ross putting a block into Schwartz. And Ross commits his second team foul, number 4. This comes with 2:44 left in the third quarter. Williamson 47, Logan 36. Fletcher to Hatcher. Open man, Fletcher underneath. It goes off the glass, and Fletcher can't keep it. Comes out to Fields. Here comes Greg Nelms. Nelms at the top of the key. Right-hand dribble to Herbert. Top of the key, Ross. Over to Chris, left side. Jump shot from 15 feet is good. Herbert has 10. 47-38. Williamson's lead is cut to 9. Here comes Hatcher. To Towns underneath Schwartz. Gets inside. Comes up, puts it up, no good. He walked. And now the basket is... Now we've got a foul at center court against Curtis Towns. They called traveling the last time Schwartz went down the floor, and the basket does not count. Score remains 47-38. With the ball is Fields. Right corner out front to Ross. He'll take the jumper from way out. No good. Fletcher rebounds for Williamson, and Fletcher will bring it back himself. Fletcher, a 6'5" senior. Towns to Fletcher, up for the shot, rolls around, no good. Blackman gets the rebound. Fields out to Nelms. Nelms still with the ball. Takes it into the lane, and now will pull back outside. Ross to Nelms. Goes for the shot. It rolls around, no good, and a whistle stops action inside. Foul against Logan's great Nelms. His first team foul, number 5. And Williamson will go to the foul line in a 1-and-1. (49-37) the score, and now Greg Hayner getting ready to check into the Logan lineup. We stand corrected. They counted that last basket by Kenny Schwartz, and now they put it on the board. We held up on it, but it is a 49-38 ball game in favor of Williamson. And stepping to the free throw line is Mark Klein, 1-and-1. Free throw is missed, and Ross almost had it go in on him, but he gets the rebound. Logan down by 11. Herbert to Ross at the top of the key. Over to Hayner, left side, takes his first shot, no good. And Schwartz with good position for the rebound. There's the outlet pass to Hatcher all the way for the layup, no good. He's fouled by Herbert. And Hatcher winds up in the seats. That's the third foul on Herbert, and Hatcher will go to the line. He'll shoot 2. 49 Williamson, 38 Logan. 1:15 left in the third quarter. A rapidly moving ball game. Julius Hatcher will step to the free throw line. Hatcher on the night, 10 points, all coming from the floor. 5 field goals. This is his first trip to the line. But the line to the left, a shot by Hatcher is in. 50-38. A 12-point lead now for the Pack. Hatcher will get another one. It's airborne. It's good. 51-38. The Pack again by 13. That matches their largest lead. Right now, exactly 1 minute remaining, third quarter. Hayner, right side to Ross. They post him low, takes the fadeaway jump shot, it rolls in. 51-40. And now Williamson, you might expect him to go for one shot here as Hatcher takes it down the left side. This is Curtis Towns with the ball. And he'll just hold the basketball. Williamson will play for one shot, leading by 11 here, with a half minute left in quarter number 3. 25 seconds with the ball. Towns takes it inside. They drop it off to Schwartz, and he puts it up and in. They got Schwartz loose inside. 53-40 with 16 seconds left. Herbert down the right side, pulls up. He's going to take the shot and hits it. 8 seconds left. 53-42. Klein, 4 seconds, 3, lets one go. It's no good. Rebound is put up at the last moment by Scott Maynard, who's in the lineup, but it's no good. So we have come to the end of 3 quarters of action from a noisy, jam-packed Logan Memorial Fieldhouse with the score, Williamson 53, Logan 42. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
And this telecast tonight of the Region 8, Section 2 AAA tournament game is being made possible through the joint cooperation of Logan Cablevision and WVCC Channel 12 at Southern Community College. And I think without a doubt, you've got to start going to Chris Herbert at this point. They are just doubling up on Kenny Ross. He cannot move without a double team. Herbert has been hot. He has only missed one shot tonight. He is 6 out of 7 shooting from the floor, and that has got to be our key in the fourth quarter. And plus the fact Williamson is going to have to start turning the ball over an awful lot. We have got to force and create some kind of pressure. And before we begin the fourth and final quarter, let's pause for station identification. This is WVOW AM FM radio in Logan.
53-42, an 11-point lead for Williamson into quarter number 4. The Pack outscored Logan 21-16 in the third period. It was Kenny Schwartz scoring 12 of those 21. He now has 22 points on the night. 10 baskets, 2 of 2 at the line. Here is Fletcher against Ross for the tap, and it's controlled by Logan. Nelms is out, Hayner still in the lineup for Logan. Fields takes it inside, goes for the shot, no good. Tries to get his own rebound, it's tipped around. Ross gets it back, jump shot over Klein, no good. And what do they call? Bill Neal inside has called a foul against Bobby Fletcher of Williamson. That's number 1 on Fletcher, team foul number 2.
Boy, we really need Williamson in the bonus situation.
Herbert to Nelms, or rather to Greg Fields. Now to Ross, out front to Hayner. Hayner right side to Herbert. Chris in the lane, out front to Herbert again. Now it goes to Ross. Turnaround jumper from the top of the key is in. Ross has 18. You notice Logan has not gone into a press. Williamson, a very, very difficult team to press because of their tremendous height. Mark Klein. Now to Curtis Towns. And Williamson now content to spread it out if Logan is going to stay in his zone, and now Logan will come out and match up.
And they have the material to freeze away the entire 7 minutes.
It's not necessarily their style, though. With the ball is Towns. Now to Hatcher. Logan now has gone into a man-to-man. They have size, they have quickness. Here's Towns, open lane to the basket, puts it up and no good. Towns takes a spill, the ball is stolen, but it goes out of bounds. And it was Schwartz, the man who stepped out of bounds with it, so Logan will get it back, down by 9. A chance to cut it to 7. Couple of baskets here and we could have a ball game. And right now Akers wants the timeout. Logan's third of the night. We have 2 left. 6:31 left in the game. The score, Williamson 53, Logan 44. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
Boy, we have quite a fury going on at midcourt. The Williamson cheerleaders, the Logan cheerleaders are out there, and no one's giving ground.
A 9-point lead for the Williamson Wolfpack. At the end of the first quarter, the Pack led by 6. They led by 6 at halftime, and they built it up to 11 at the end of 3 quarters of play. Logan, as we mentioned earlier, only 1 lead in the ball game, that coming on the initial basket by Greg Fields at 2-0. Since that time, Williamson has either been tied or been up. At one time, they led by 13. That was their largest of the night.
Willie Akers calling the third timeout of the ball game for the Wildcats as Williamson went into that, call it what you want, 4 to score to 4 corners. And Willie has got to set up a defense against that. Luckily, Kurt Towns, who for some inexplainable reason has not had a good night, he normally kills us, missed the layup. Now we've got to cut it to 7.
Nelms is in for Logan. Hayner is out. Logan will inbound from the far side in front of the scorer's table. 53-54, Williamson with 6:31 left to play. Here comes Nelms. And the crowd begins to whoop it up as Herbert fires from the top of the key. It's no good. And Hatcher gets the rebound in the near corner for the Pack. Out to Towns. Pass underneath to Klein. Goes up with the shot. He's fouled by Fields. On Fields, his third. And Mark Klein will go to the foul line for Williamson. 2 shots coming to him. Klein, a 6'7" sophomore, has 14 points on the night.
And at this point, every basket is going to count for Logan. They really need to get the Pack in the 1-and-1.
The line to the left, Klein misses the free throw.
Because we need to make up a lot of points when the clock is stopped.
Klein bounces the ball twice and lets go. This one is in. 54-44, the Pack with a 10-point lead. Pressure put on in backcourt by Williamson. Nelms against Klein, gets away from it. Now to Herbert down the left side. Ross top of the key, over to Nelms. Right side against Klein. Backs off, and now Nelms will take the shot, and he hits it. Nelms has 4 points. 54-46, Logan to within 8. Hatcher gets away from Fields. Akers now calls the defense from the bench. With the basketball was Towns for Williamson. Top of the key, Klein underneath Schwartz all alone. Shot is blocked by Ross. Back with the ball comes Nelms. Nelms into the lane, has the ball knocked away. Who has the ball? Ross saves it on the far side. Ross saves it for Logan. Keeps it alive. Now to Nelms. Logan a chance to cut it. Nelms jump shot up the front of the rim, no good. The rebound comes out to Schwartz. Here comes Hatcher now on the break. And Hatcher will slow it up as he gets it into the attack zone. And Alan Hatcher, the Williamson coach, now wants a timeout. With 5:10 left to play in the game, the score, Williamson 54, Logan 46. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
And the telecast tonight has been made possible through the joint cooperation of Logan Cablevision and WVCC Channel 12 at Southern West Virginia Community College. Well, we had a chance to bring it within 6, but instead we miss it. And now Williamson with the ball, and of course a sure bet to clip some more time off the clock. Willie now has only one. No, Patrick took that timeout. I'm sorry. Of course, the winner of this game will be back here, no matter who wins. It will be played here next Saturday night, the regional, between either Williamson or Logan and Huntington East and Barbersville. So as you can tell by that matchup, why so many folks are saying whoever wins this one tonight is going to Charleston. A little bit better than 5 minutes to play in the game. Logan trailing by 8, and the Pack gets the ball back.
In the fourth quarter, Logan has outscored Williamson 4-1. The Pack, in 2 minutes and 50 seconds, have yet to make a basket. The only point coming from the free throw line, that from Mark Klein. Williamson with the ball, 5:10 left to play, leading it by 8. Curtis Towns on the right side now to Hatcher. Back to Towns. Williamson playing very deliberate at this point of the game. Klein over to Hatcher on the right side. Open man Klein underneath on a give and go. Jumper off the glass won't go. Klein gets it back to Schwartz, up and in. Schwartz with 24. 56-46. Williamson leads it by 10. Nelms to Ross, spins, jumper, top of the keys in. Ross has 20. 56-48. And they've called a foul against Williamson. Away from the ball, and Logan will go to the line in a 1-and-1. So Keith Blackman will step to the free throw line, shooting 1-and-1. The basket stands by Ross. It's 56-48. If Blackman can connect twice here, we'd have a 6-point ball game. 1-and-1 for the Logan senior. It's in the air. No good, he missed it. Ross rebounds. In the lane, knocked away, but Ross gets it back. Baseline jumper hits the side of the basket. Jump shot by Ross again, rebounds up and no good. Rebound is fought for and it comes out to Hatcher. Logan with 4 opportunities and it wouldn't go. Towns in the lane. Klein off the glass, no good. Rebound is cleared by Fields, but now comes off to Scott Maynard. And we're going to have a foul against Williamson.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Everybody standing up in front of us. The ball went back in the corner. Logan has the ball. Herbert jump line, baseline, good. Herbert with 14. And it's now 56-50. Logan to within 6 with 4 minutes left. Towns down the right side. Has the ball knocked away and they're going to call a foul on Greg Fields. Now hold your hat, that's 4 fouls on Fields. The basket by Chris Herbert has pulled Logan to within 6 at 56-50.
I think Kenny Ross a moment ago set the all-time record for consecutive offensive rebounds. Unreal the exchange that has been going on.
And he's played with that desire and intensity and ability all season long.
Well, boy, we need a miss here in a big kind of way.
Curtis Towns will shoot 1-1. Free throw missed, and the rebound comes out to Ross. Logan now can cut it to 4. Here comes Greg Nelms to Herbert, to Ross. Over to Herbert, left side jumper by Herbert, no good. And the rebound, Mark Klein of Williamson. 3.5 minutes left to play. Williamson by 6. Schwartz, left baseline, blocked off by Blackman. They send it out front to Klein, and Klein will call the timeout. Third timeout against Williamson with the score. Williamson 56, Logan 50. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
Well, Alan Hatcher out talking with Bill Neal about the play in the corner, where bodies went everywhere and it looked like a fumble on the football field. People were scrambling so. A moment ago we were down by 12, we're down by 6, and oh, how many chances have we had to make it 4. This telecast is being made possible through the joint cooperation of Logan Cablevision and WVCC Channel 12 at Southern Community College. You know Williamson is going to try to kill the clock the rest of the way. We have got to get the ball back quickly somehow, either foul them and force them to miss the free throw or else have them throw it away. Bobby Fletcher checking back into the Williamson lineup as Scott Maynard will come out. .331 showing on the clock. Williamson 56, Logan 50. We have fought from a long way back, and we've still got a long hill to climb.
The West Virginia Mountaineers in the NIT tournament at Morgantown at halftime. The Mountaineers leading the Quakers of Penn by a score of 37-24. The Mountaineers with a 13-point lead at halftime. The cheering sections for both sides. Williamson and Logan on their feet, rooting their respective squads on. This has been a noisy field house all night long. In fact, it started some 2 hours before the game was to begin. Between 5:30 and 6, this crowd already in a frenzy. Williamson a 6-point lead with the ball. There's the inbound pass from Towns to Hatcher. Logan is now man-to-man. Curtis Towns, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. To Mark Klein. Now to Hatcher. Double team him. They go to Klein in the lane. Almost caught for 3 seconds, and he sends it back out front to Towns. Back to Klein inside. Klein's going to take the shot, rolls it around, no good. Fields rebounds, and he loses it. Fields could not hang on. Had the rebound, and it got away from him. Williamson will keep it in play. Towns into Fletcher, out to Hatcher. 3 minutes left in the game. Logan down by 6. Klein at the top of the key over to Hatcher. Hatcher feeds out front now to Klein. Open man on the near side is Hatcher. In the lane, Klein dribbles one, sends it back out to Towns. Against Chris Herbert. Back to Klein. Over to Hatcher. In the lane, it's Klein again. Out it goes to Towns. Back to Klein. Open man near side is Hatcher with 2.5 minutes left. Williamson by 6. Here's Curtis Towns against Ross. Out to Hatcher now. Double team, they go top of the key to Klein out front to Hatcher again. Over to Towns, near side it's Hatcher. 2:15 left to play. Over to Klein. Logan swarming after the basketball, and they're going to have to come out and foul.
We have got to make something happen right now.
2 minutes left, and now we do get a foul. It stops the clock with 2:04 left.
At least we have forced something to happen.
The foul will go against Greg Nelms, his second. And stepping to the free throw line is Mark Klein. He'll shoot 1 and 1. Williamson has scored only 3 points in this fourth quarter, but they still lead it by 6. At the line to the left is Klein. He missed it. And the rebound comes out to Ross, and they've got a foul. Going over the back, the foul called on Williamson. It's against Fletcher, his second. And for Logan, Greg Fields.
Oh, if they give this to Ross, I tell you, we have pulled a great game.
Now they're going to send Fields to the line. It's going to be Greg Fields, 1 and 1. 2:03 left in the game. Logan down by 6.
Greg has been a good foul shooter, though.
He's 2 for 2 tonight. He needs this one. Let's go. It's there. 56-51, a 5-point Williamson lead. 2:03 left. There's the second shot by Fields, airborne, it's in. And now it's a 4-point game. Logan will put on some pressure, 56-52. Hatcher, ahead it goes to Towns. Towns goes underneath, has the ball knocked away, and now Klein comes away with it. 1:50 left in the game. Hatcher to Towns, over to Hatcher on the near side. Hatcher goes into the lane, and he's cut off on the play by Herbert. And that's the 4th foul on Herbert. That stops the clock with 1:44 left. And the scoreboard still reads Williamson 56, Logan 52. And it's Julius Hatcher going to the line for Williamson. He'll be in a bonus situation, 1 and 1. Keep in mind, Logan now has Fields and Herbert, each with 4 fouls. 1 and 1 for Hatcher, misses, rebound. It's cleared by Fields, here comes Logan. Greg Nelms, over to Herbert, top of the key. 1:30 left, Logan down by 4. Nelms to Herbert. Over to Fields left side, Fields drops it, gets it back to Chris. We're gonna get a pushing up foul, an offensive foul on Logan. And what a time for that to come with 1:23 left. The foul will go on Blackman, pushing off underneath the basket. That's the second foul on Blackman. And Mark Klein will step to the line, shooting 1 and 1. 56-52 the score, Williamson by 4 with 1:23 left. Here's the shot by Klein, off the front of the rim, bounces around, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Ross, and the foul is on Schwartz. His 3rd. And Kenny Ross will step to the free throw line now for Logan. Still plenty of time left in the game. 1:22 left, and Logan trails by only 4. And Ross will step to the line, 1 and 1. And Hatcher wants a timeout right now, his 4th timeout of the night. The clock is stopped with a score. Williamson 56, Logan 52. This is Logan Wildcat basketball.
I don't see how the players out there can hold the ball. I can't even hold a pencil up here without shaking. As Bill Becker would say, mercy Percy. The telecast being made possible tonight through the joint cooperation of Logan Cablevision and WVCC Channel 12 at Southern Community College. And friends, I take nothing away from this telecast. I think it's a great idea, and I'm glad to see it happen. But if you are sitting at home right now watching this game on a delay, and you can watch this game on a delay without turning your radio on, you're a braver man than about 4,000 fans here tonight. Kenny Ross, the man we need most, is at the free throw line. We're down by 4.
Hatcher sends his Wolfpack back out. Logan still huddled around Akers. Here they come. And it's Ross at the line shooting 1-1. The timeout situation has pretty much reversed itself from earlier. Williamson now with only 1 left. Logan has 2. Many fans here tonight now on their feet. And here is Ross. He has 20 points on the night, shooting 1-1. Here's the shot by Ross. No good, he missed it. And the rebound comes out to Schwartz with 1:19 left. A critical miss for Ross right there.
Got to pick him up and foul him.
With the ball, Towns underneath, they throw it away. Logan gets it back with 1:09 left. That's the 12th Williamson turnover of the night on the errant pass. 1:09 left, Logan down by 4. Here they come. Akers directing from the far side. Fields to Nelms to Herbert. Ross, left side, turns, shoots, no good. Rebound comes out to Schwartz. Less than a minute left. Williamson has the ball. Logan's going to have to come out and foul now. With the ball is Towns to Hatcher.
Foul him.
With 42 seconds left, Williamson protecting a 4-point lead.
Foul someone.
Herbert has fouled out of the ball game as he grabs a hold of Klein. Chris Herbert fouls out. With 38 seconds left, Herbert comes out of the game with his club down by 4, and again it's Mark Klein at the foul line. Williamson really has had an opportunity at the foul line in this quarter to put it away. They have hit 1 of 6 at the line here in the 4th quarter. And Mark Klein is at the free throw line for Williamson. Let's see what they call. A 2-shot, no, 1-1. They call it 1-1. The shot by Klein is in. Klein will get another one. 57-52 in favor of Williamson.
6-point lead will loom mighty big.
There's the second shot by Klein off the front of the rim. No good, and the rebound comes out to Fields, now to Hayner, and Akers will call the timeout. 36 seconds left to score. A 5-point lead for Williamson at 57-52.
And we'll keep things right here, and my gosh, go back to all the situations we've had. And as far back as we have fought from. Oh, it's just disheartening at this point, but I know Willie Akers is in that huddle, and he is far from throwing in the towel. What you would like to see is, of course, a 3-point play at this point. I think you'll find 3 people on Kenny Ross. No matter where you go, no matter where he goes out on the floor. So the only thing you can hope to do is that he gets the jumper and that they foul him.
.36 seconds, all that remain in this game. And the Wolfpack leading it by 5 at 57-52. Logan has the basketball. They'll get it in backcourt on the far side, right in front of the Williamson bench, in front of their cheering section. Hayner will inbound, and the Pack will still put on some backcourt pressure.
All right, we'll take a foul here. If they foul us on the press, we'll take it.
Inbound pass from Hayner to Nelms. Over to Hayner. In the middle to Ross. It's knocked away and stolen by Hatcher. Hatcher run into by Ross, and they're going to call a foul on Ross. That's the 3rd foul on Ross. And Julius Hatcher will now go to the line for Williamson. Let's see how they call it.
And it's got to be against Ross. 2 shots, I would say.
They call it 1-1. Shot by Hatcher is good. And that may have locked it up. 58-56. 26 seconds left. Second shot by Hatcher in the air. It's good. 59-52. 26 seconds left. Ross ahead to Fields. Fields down the left side on the baseline. Blocked off to Hayner. He'll let one go from the corner. It's good. 16 seconds left, and Akers will use his final timeout with the score. Williamson 59, Logan 54. This is Wildcat basketball.
And of course, this game that you've enjoyed so well tonight has been made possible through the joint cooperation of Logan Cablevision, WVCC Channel 12 at Southern Community College. The Wolfpack, with 16 seconds on the clock and a 5-point lead, starting to celebrate a little bit. Our hope is a steal, a foul, a 3-point play, anything like that. Against a ball club, though, that has the experience, the poise that Williamson has. You got to think the odds are pretty slim at this point, but we shall see. So the basket by Hayner cuts it to 5, and with 16 seconds left, you'll see the all-out press. And of course, if they get the ball inbounds, you foul them immediately.
59-54 in favor of Williamson. 16 seconds left, the Pack with the ball, leading by 5. There's the pass into Klein. Klein is fouled in backcourt by Hayner. With 13 seconds left, Hayner commits the foul. And stepping to the free throw line for Williamson will be Mark Klein. Klein will shoot a 1-1. Here's the shot, no good. Rebound to Blackman, and Blackman is fouled on the play by Schwartz, his 4th. That stops the clock with 12 seconds left. Akers again will regroup the ball club in front of the team bench. And stepping to the line for Logan will be Keith Blackman. He'll be in a 1-1 situation. Blackman can get a couple of shots here. We still have hope. With 12 seconds left, we'd have to steal the ball on the inbounds play and kind of look upstairs for a 3-point play. Here's the first shot by Blackman. It's good. 59-55. We need this one and a steal of the inbound pass to stay alive. There's the basket. Now Logan will press the inbound ball. It comes into Hatcher. Ross gets away from him. 9 seconds left. Ahead it goes to Klein. 7 seconds and a foul stops it with 6. 59-56 with 6 seconds left. Williamson by 3. And the Pack will now go to the free throw line. Right now, you can hear a pin drop on the Logan side, and the Williamson side, they're getting ready to celebrate. Fans and cheerleaders getting ever so close to the floor on the far side, right behind the Williamson bench. Here's Mark Klein shooting 2. First shot, good. Klein will get one more. 60-56, the Pack with a 4-point lead and 6 seconds left in the ball game. There's the second shot, it's good. With the ball is Hayner underneath to Blackman, puts it up with 1 second left, it's good, and the ball game is over. And the Williamson Wolfpack have successfully defended their Region 8 Section 2 title as they come into Logan tonight and defeat the Logan Wildcats by a score of 61-58. We'll be back with the wrap-up in a moment. This is Logan Wildcat basketball. Okay.
If it's time to check out your equipment, then it's time for a visit to Island Creek Store Service Department located at Holden. Stereos, washers, dryers, and more. Also selling machines and air conditioners. And the list goes on and on. So if you have something that needs repairing, then the Island Creek Store suggests you contact their service department located at Holden.
Final score tonight, Williamson 61 and Logan 58. And well, you have to be disappointed, no question about it. As a loss is never easy to take. In tournament time, it's even tougher to take.